After years of speculation, weeks of testimony, and 2 trials, he was the one who officially declared Karen Read not guilty in the murder of John O'Keefe. The jury foreman is opening up now about reaching a verdict and the critical piece of evidence that swayed the jury. Brandon Truitt reports.
Speaking to a room full of criminal justice students, Charlie DeLoach made the case that the justice system is flawed, sharing his up-close and personal experience with one of the biggest trials in the country.
What say, is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Millions watched as the verdicts were read that ultimately freed Karen Read. But that unseen voice uttering the jury's decision belongs to Charlie DeLoach.
It was intense because before I got to the last not guilty, the crowd erupted. It was already cheering like it was a basketball stadium outside.
Speaking to a room of criminal justice students at Fisher College on Thursday, DeLoach says despite 31 days of testimony and hundreds of pieces of evidence, his mind was made up early.
I didn't take one note. I didn't have to after the first witness. It was just like, oh, okay. I see where this is going.
DeLoach believes there was some kind of cover-up. He takes issue with investigators never entering the Canton home and thinks overall the testimony was weak, except that of John O'Keefe's mother.
She was broken up already trying to even talk about her daughter who passed and also her son-in-law who passed away, and then seeing her really break down when she's talking about John.
When the jury was finally free to deliberate, DeLoach says all of them wanted to look at one piece of evidence, the taillight, and claims many jurors came to the conclusion it had been tampered.
This is way different than the taillight we seen on the Arca report.
And on Karen Read's demeanor in court, DeLoach says it took him weeks to decode what he called a consistent snarl on her face.
So it was just a person that was just fed up with everybody lying to her.
And DeLoach believes that if the state used a lesser charge of manslaughter rather than murder, Read could have been found guilty. It is his belief, though, that the person responsible for O'Keefe's death is still out there. In Boston, Brandon Truitt, WBZ News.
Brandon, thank you.